Good evening. Welcome to Joe Money's World of Weather. Clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for October 2nd to the 14th. For October 2nd to the 6th, and up below here that you see over the Ohio Valley Northeast is forecast to gradually lift out on weekends. It does so. So this is GFS, and we're starting on the 2nd. And you see it meanders around weekends and slowly lifts out, and we have strong positive anomalies over east central Canada. Trough moves into the west. Again, I go to the 2nd, you'll see it gradually build into the west with above normal heights here across Alaska towards Hawaii, and we have a trough here near the Bering Sea. The models are in good agreement on this scenario. And we're going to be watching what becomes a Hurricane Matthew. Now, there's going to be energy in the lower Mississippi Valley late in the weekend in the southeast. Now, both this upper low and this energy that's in the lower Mississippi Valley will have an impact on the gradual track, the eventual track of Hurricane Andrew. Large deep trough is forecast in the west. And the west, as you can see, will remain to the north. That's why it's called cutoff flow, where it's here. We have a split flow. The upper low across the Great Lakes and Northeast will cause a continuation of rain and thunderstorms. Heavy rain is also possible for portions of New England. Then all eyes turn to any possible effects of Matthew. Depending on the exact track, some potential impacts such as high surf, heavy rain, and strong winds could impact portions of the East Coast by the middle of next week. And we're going to look now at the various models. This is the GFS. We're going to see how that goes. October 1st. And you see the bottom of your screen, how it lifts northeastward, closer to the coast. It comes into the Carolinas. The East Coast now, don't forget, the eastern side of a hurricane and tropical storm is the worst side. This side here, the western side, is lesser impacts, but there will be still impacts, but not as severe as to the eastern side. And it goes northeast. This is the GFS. Now we're going to look at the European. This is the controlled run. Watch the bottom of your screen. Here it comes up. This is the consensus of the models, and it kind of brings it out to sea. Continues to be out here. So the other model, the consensus is for the system to be more with the GFS. A large trough in the west will cause precipitation and potentially gusty winds, along with colder temperatures and gradually lowering snow levels by early next week. As the system begins to move into the plains early next week, a low pressure develops across the northern plains, along with moisture into the system could support showers and thunderstorms with some potential for heavy rainfall across the northern plains and the northern Rockies. Now we're going to look at the period for October 5th to the 9th. Here's the 5th. We still have our little bit of upper low. We go through the forecast period. And you can see we have the trough that builds into the west, a ridge here. We look at the rest of the models. they're in good agreement. We still have our ridge here over Alaska built towards Hawaii and the trough over the Aleutians and Bering Sea. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures for the western states, with the anomalies of 3 to 9 degrees below normal. Above normal temperatures are forecast for this region, with anomalies of 3 to 12 degrees above normal. For precipitation, I'm calling for below normal precipitation for the southwest. Above normal precipitation is forecast for the northern Rockies and the upper Mississippi Valley, and above normal precipitation is forecast for the immediate East Coast. Now for the period for October 10th to the 14th. Here are the 10th. Now the models kind of the flow becomes de-amplified, but the GFS remains the strongest. The models aren't in very good agreement. I'm going to show you this. This is the GFS. Look at the GFS as a deep trough here in the east, ridge in the west, center of the southwest. We have a trough here off the west coast and over the Bering Sea. Now the GFS Ensembles kind of has a little bit of a hint of a trough here, with a little bit of a dip, but more of a zone of flow. Then we look at the European, has a trough here across the Middle Atlantic and Northeast, ridge here, trough. And then you see that the Canadian has a weaker flow. So I think the temperature forecast will follow this model, the European. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures here, with anomalies of 2 to 4 degrees above normal. Below normal temperatures forecast here, with anomalies of 2 to 8 degrees below normal for precipitation. Below normal precipitation forecast for this region. Above normal precipitation forecast for the Middle Atlantic and the Northeast. So that is a long-range weather forecast discussion for October 2nd to the 14th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.